Good morning, students. Let's see the information of the lecture. What are we going to study? We are going to study grammar, students, today. And what will we study in the grammar? This is subject verb conquered. The chapter we are going to study subject verb conquered means student subject verb agreement. I see that you people remember this we did in the 8th also, but some of the parameters have been increased here. There were a few number of parameters there, but now number of parameters have been increased. So what we need to see first that the subject verb agreement. This is lecture number 1, students, of subject verb agreement. So see, this is very different content you are going to view, students. What is subject verb agreement? Let's read the definition accordingly and then I'll keep explaining this to you people. In a sentence, the verb must agree with the subject. In other words, we can say that the verb used is according to person and number. This is called subject verb agreement. Now see, students, this is the definition of the book, but let me just make you clear what is this. See, you see a sentence. In sentence, you will find a subject and a verb, right? That can be helping verb also. This refers to both verb as well as helping verb. So what I was saying that the subject verb agreement. It is said that there has been made an agreement that the subject and the verb will come with the agreement, that the verb will agree with the subject. Like if the subject is singular, the verb must also be singular. See the first example, he is the singular subject. Access is written, students, under he, and this refers to singular subject. And comes, he comes is also singular verb. So what is given here, if the subject is singular, the verb must also be singular. They come. If the subject is plural, the verb must also be plural. So see, I hope you can understand the base form of the verb or the first form of the verb, that is the plural form of the verb. But when s or es is added to the verb, that becomes the singular verb, right? So you see what sort of verbs are there. Singular is and has. These both are singular verbs. Are and have. These are plural verbs. Now you see this verb first form SES, that is like plays, goes, etc. When we add S or ES to the verb, that becomes singular. And that plural verb is the base form of the verb, like play, go. These are the plural verbs. This is very important point, students, for you people to understand. So that we can make sure the things are working in a smooth manner in the live class. So what we saw there, that noun plus ses means when we add s or es to the noun, that becomes plural. Noun becomes plural when ses is added. Now it's vice versa, like verb becomes singular when s or es is added. And when you find that verb is there and when you are writing there ses or adding ses to the verb, that clearly shows that it is in the singular form. So let's see the first rule of this subject verb conquered we are discussing. So first point is, if two subjects are joined by and plural verb will be used. Students, just have a wait. There is a network problem. Let me just sort it out. So see, students, what were we discussing that if two subjects are joined by and, plural verb will be used. Now we need to see when the two subjects are there, which are joined by and, what shall we use there? You see, students, there is a little problem. Okay, let's see. So what we understood that the first rule says that when two subjects are joined by and, there we use plural verb because the subject becomes plural. That we need to understand. Like the next one is if two or more than two nouns or adjectives are joined by and two or more than two nouns or adjectives are joined by and but only one person or thing or idea is discussed, singular verb is used. So ultimately what we need to understand that you see the first sentence in that I will make you understand. My friend, philosopher and guide have come. Now see students, this have is actually wrong here. What we need to do, we need to understand, we shouldn't use here have, we should use here has. Like the solution is given along with the sentence. Why it is? Because it is my friend who is philosopher as well as guide. Means both the qualities or both the positions you can say have been held by the friend. So my friend, it is only singular. So we just need to understand that the subject is singular, then the verb which will agree with the subject will also remain singular. So what we get here that we need to use here has instead of have. So see, this happens with the students that students start making mistakes. Students make much mistake in such type of sentences. They are unable to form, right? So this is all we need to see, that we should be able to justify or recognize the sentences or the subjects basically. Now you see the next sentence, slow and steady win the race. Slow and steady, it gives a singular idea, right? It talks about singular thing. Then there we need to use their wins, whether these are connected with and, but they are talking about only one idea. Slow and steady wins the race, right? So there we will use singular verb. Fish and chips is my favorite dish. Why it is? See, fish is different and chips is different, and these both are connected with and. But this is talking about a favorite dish, and dish is a singular subject, right? It refers to dish. According to singular subject, we will use there is, not are, right? Let's say the next one is if two uncountable nouns are joined by and if two different subjects are discussed, plural verb will be used. Now, what we understand, students, if two uncountable nouns are joined by uncountable nouns are there which are joined by right? And if two different subjects are discussed, what we find like two different subjects are there which are discussed in that there what happens, both are different, uncountable. So there what we do, we just use their singular verb, plural verb. See the next example is given, poverty and misery. Now we see both are different. Poverty is something else and misery is something else, and these are giving very different sense. So what we do basically there, we just write plural verb and that is come. Poverty and misery come together, right? Come is a plural verb. As I told you in the starting that the base form of the verb or the first form of the verb is plural. Let's go to a third rule, students. If the subject is joined by, as well as, with, along with, together with, and not, in addition to, but, besides, except, rather than, accompanied by, like, unlike, no less than, nothing but, the verb will agree with the first subject. This is very important, students. Like the verb we are going to put in the sentence. If we have got the subject joined by with these words, which I read for you people, now we just need to, as you get the video, you'll take the screenshot and start practicing of this. See the first example, Ram as well as his parents. See, sometime students, what happened? I found that students just choose the nearest subject, and according to nearest subject, they form the verb, which is wrong. You need to see his parents is there. What will I find? Maximum number of students will choose this as a subject, and they will write their are instead of is, which is wrong. This makes the sentence wrong. What do you need to do is, you just need to see that the first subject is Ram, which is singular. Singular. What we need to do, we need to put there singular verb, right? Then what we need to do, if the subject is singular, the verb will also be singular. If the subject is plural, that means the first subject, when the two subjects are joined by these words, and first word is singular, the verb will also be singular, and if the subject is plural, the verb will also be plural. This varies actually, right? Let's see the next sentence. The captain along with the sailors. Again, the same type of sentence is referred here, right? So this captain is singular subject, so was will also be singular here. I suppose you can understand it easily. My father, unlike my uncles. So these all types of sentences are given here. You need to justify that the first subject is singular, then the verb will also be singular. If the first subject is plural, the verb will also be plural. You just need to concentrate on these rules basically, students, so that you'll be able to adjust or justify. Let's go to the next fourth rule. If an article is placed just before the first subject, it means the person thing is the same. You need to understand whether nouns are there or adjectives are there, and one article is used and that is before the first subject, right? Then what happens? The person thing or the like idea, that is the same for which two nouns are used, hence singular verb will be used. Because if one article is given that refers like either a or m, that talks about one thing and that is singular, and that requires like the subject should remain singular, and then it requires helping verb or main verb, that is singular. You see in the next sentence, a white and black. See, two adjectives are joined by and, a white and black. See, I is written before the first adjective. That means there is a singular gown which is white as well as black, means having two colors. But that is one, if that is one that requires like singular subject or verb or singular helping verb with it. A white and black gown was bought by her. Ultimately, what we understand, students, when I is written with the first adjective or with the noun, that happens like it is talking about a particular thing which is singular, and that requires singular verb with it, right? Let's go to the next sentence. Churchill was a great orator and a great politician of his time, which is wrong sentence. Why do students? Great or great it is here. When it is given here, orator, a great is used for this, right? So why do we need to repeat this in the same sentence? Why don't we write it the next example? Churchill was a great orator and politician of his time. That is a right sentence. That means we are not making it futile or unnecessary, putting extra words in the sentence which makes it a bit lengthy, though the sense is same, right? So what we need to understand that with the first one, when we are using, we should go accordingly and follow the rules, right? So see students, it is just to let you know that how it is working, how you should understand, how you should take, how you should go ahead, right? So, see the next example. But if an article is used before every subject, it refers to different people, things. Now you see if the article which is used to the both adjectives, then it gives different sense. It talks about the plural sense. What is this? The director and the producer have. See, the director is someone else and the producer is someone else. What we need to do, we need to understand that these are two people. Producer is someone else and the director is someone else. For that we need to use the plural verb, because these are two. When these are two, we are supposed to use like plural verb with them have. Otherwise, if you get this in the exams, you will get in the form of has, where you just need to change it into have, because there are two subjects. One is director and the another one is producer. Then two subjects are joined by and, then it requires plural verb with it. Let's go to the next one, rule 5. If two subjects are joined by neither nor, either or, not only but also, nor, or, none, but, the verb will agree with the nearest subject. Neither Ram nor Sham has come. Now you see what we understand, such type of correlative conjunctions. You need to understand these are correlative conjunctions. If two subjects are joined by them, neither nor, either or, you need to recall them, remember them, or memorize them, students. Then what we do, the verb will agree with the nearest subject. Ram or Ram, neither Ram nor Sham. Then Sham is near to the verb, that is has, helping verb basically. So Sham is singular subject, then it requires singular verb. Neither Ram nor Sham has come. Either Ram or his friends is close by the verb, helping verb, then it becomes either Ram or his friends have come. Right, it becomes plural. So see students, what we need to do, we need to understand how it is working. Then we'll be able to justify that our sentences are going absolutely correct, and we'll be able to justify and judge where is the mistake in the sentence. That helps us to understand it basically. So see the next one, when we just get such type of sentences where we have to justify, like we are talking about the nearest subject, that goes accordingly, right? You need to see how it is going. Let's go to the next. Okay, students, let's say that's enough for today's lecture, because there is an internet program. I'm getting this messages frequently from the internet, not stable. So, any one of you has got any doubt, raise your hand. Any one of you. You are given enough time to just raise, otherwise, meeting can end any time, right?